exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth.
저걸 로그인을 안 했지. 지금 카톡이 계속
But what
오네.
is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I'm nothing if not independent.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the eclipse to resurrect feral robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde. Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
아, 나 여기 어디고? 여기 어디야? 너무 먼데? 어디까지 가야 돼 이거? 왜 이렇게 멀어?
Spirits grant you favor.
뭔가 무기 같은 걸 새로 받는 건가? 가운데로 지나가기 좀 빡센데. 나 뛰질 않네. 오우야, 너무 난간인데 이거. 아이고.
Look long enough.
They're scanning for me.
저기 뭔가 뻘뻘 돌아다니는데 사람인가?
Spotted some trouble.
We don't rally, we're scrapped.
생각보다 도적단 규모가 그렇게 크진 않은데 거의 별다른 게 없네. 아니 근데 돈 훔치는 애들이 왜 이렇게 돈을 많이 안 가지고 댕겨.
Eclipse.
I'm not showing any focuses at that location. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own. Carry on.
Thanks. On my own, all right.
We got us a corpse over here.
누워서 있는 줄도 몰랐다 야.
The The scrapes. They're inside too.
어휴, 중하기네. 와봐.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds. Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn? If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence? Silence, you getting
Titan
this?
inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks
All
it
these
down.
soldiers.
We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the
Operation
phantoms.
Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well. Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the Lodge of Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or Log. First battle of the Eastern Seaboard Wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before
What was
Kalmar,
this place?
and projections were a lot worse for the
Furnishings
East.
were
For
better.
3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train
It was the
Minutemen.
metal world.
It was always raining on
Guess they
account
were
of
used to
Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero
내비가
Dawn,
보이다가
like
갑자기 안
we know
보인다.
something they don't. I swear. The more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
아까도 그렇고 길꼬라지가 왜 이래?
Red light. Guess that means no power. haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Oh, that's informative.
자, 위, 아래, 좌우.
Three power lines, three sources. That makes one.
아, 밑에 또 있구나.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the
GT 기술진과 상위 필요.
As usual, I defy expectations.
이건 심지어 고장나서 안 보이는데. 이것만 가지고 확인할 수가 없는데. 장치가 왜 두 개지? 사람 헷갈리게. 자, 방향을 보면 위 아래 아래. 할 거 없어요.
That's two. One more.
난 해보니까 로아는 내 스타일 아닌 것 같은데. 이게 문제구나. 차라리 패스 오브 엑젤은 재밌었어. 그러니까 시즌 끝나면 남는 게 없지. 문제는. 그게 나는 그런 류 게임을 별로 안 좋아해서. 아니 내가 시간은 졸라 공을 들였는데 남는 게 없잖아. 원래 온라인 게임은 사실 완결이 없긴 하잖아요. 저걸 어디서 상의를 해야 될까?
These wires must run to the power source. Whatever powered this door should be close by.
저 시스템 오류를 어떻게 할지를 모르겠다. 무작정 그냥 하라고 해놓은 게 아닐 텐데 이게.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it.
아, 원을 안 만드는 거. 빨간색 표시가 없길래 그냥 한 바퀴 다 돌리는 느낌으로 해봤는데 되네. 얼추.
Tools being used. Noises. No clips. Must be another way in. Some kind of power saw. I wonder what it's for. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
아씨, 뭐 공격 방금 나왔는데 아쉽다. 무슨 누가 또 중장 미쓴다 야.
Now fight. We're down, but we're not out. Get them. The shadow will reach you wherever. I will teach you to flee.
팔로우 지우고 온다고? 진짜 아예 정리를 다 하실 모양인가 보네. 아, 그거는 몰랐네. 아니, 워낙 친구가 별로 없는지라 그런 거 있는 줄도 몰랐네. 인싸시잖아.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how? Stocking up?
비주이고 나발이고 맨날 약을 다 쓰네, 다 써.
The eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
데스브링어를 꺼냈다.
Another collision. And this one can move. Saw me. Here we go.
위에서 혼자 떴는데. 아군 적군 구분을 안 하는가 본데, 저 미사일. 만만치 않네. 번개랑 전기. 오, 야, 이 어폐물 없어진다, 야. 키가 너무 많은데? 불 화살이 아니네. 아, 너무 원신데 이거. 못 부수는 게 아니라 나 부수는 나 부사. 아, 갖고 있던 물량 다 썼다, 야.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat. What? You're going to thank her after what she just said? Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her. No, it's just... I mean, my God. Maybe take this discussion offline. There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood. Oh.
자기도 모르는 팔로워가 있다고 하면 그건 100% 해킹인데.
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this, we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder. Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill
아,
it.
물 한 잔 마시고
And it
와야겠네.
needs biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one. Show them where the trigger is and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory. War plan? This is a war crime. It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
외국인이 해킹한 건가? 아니 근데 이거는 솔직히 뭐 탑 스트리머 아닌 이상은 해킹해서 본인이 이득 볼 만한 게 별로 없을 텐데.
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
알바용인가?
My data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right. So, is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make?
나는 무기 준 데서 온 건데 뭔가 무기 주는 건 아닌 것
She
같은데.
knew her civilization.
오씨 갑자기 발이 쏙 빠지냐?
Let's hope it won't come to that again.
Sun King Avad has re-established trade with all the tribes his father butchered. A miracle of the sun.
그거 일괄적으로 나 못 지워. 차라리 그냥 올 리셋했다가 다시 하는 게 나을 것 같은데. 나도 알바나 좀 구해볼까? 돈 얼마 들라나? 아, 알바는 어차피 해봤자 금방 뽀록 나세요. 별로 그거 없을 거예요, 아마. 오는 사람 고만고만한데 그거 한들 뭐 할래?
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, a machine tamer, curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram gets special treatment, and now Outlanders from Savage.
다 줄 서 있는 사람들인데 여기 앞에 새치기 하는 건데 나는 지금.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children in wine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee.
에르사가 아니란 얘긴데
Gave
그럼.
it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy elsewhere. A warlord named Derval.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitcherlif.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
The killers who attacked the Nora. I've discovered that they're a faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient weapons, machines that corrupt and control other machines. They want to use them to strike Meridian.
What you're saying echoes reports I've received from Murad, a Shadow Karja splinter group. Corrupted machines across the land. When will this attack come, do you know?
I'm not exactly sure.
And we will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime, Ursa is my highest priority. Please, help me find her.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
그게 나을 것 같아요. 개인이 지울 수 없을 정도인가 보네. 나 여긴 또 어디야? 또 희한한 데 있네. 도발 땡기면 훨씬 더 센가?